With no regards whatsoever, you murdered and you snatched Angel's dad away from her.
One relative after the other.
I hope God don't have mercy on your soul, as you didn't have mercy on his.
Took the stand during this sentencing hearing for convicted murderer Sierra Harp.
So we're asking that the court impose the maximum punishment.
But none had the impact of Harp's own mother.
You reveled in disrespect, foolery, and ignorance.
Adrena Thurman gave her daughter a tongue lashing.
Wherever you went, chaos and trouble was sure to follow.
A jury convicted Harp last month for the murder of Raheem Grant, the father of her child. Harp recorded herself shooting Grant multiple times over several minutes in front of their daughter.
Hi, this is Eric J coming at you with Street News. No, we ain't professional and neither is this story. So look, 29-year-old Sierra Harp was in a Clayton County courtroom so she could be sentenced for killing her child's father, Raheem Grant. Sierra's mother took the stand against her and told the judge she needs to be sterilized so she can't have any more children, and she should be sentenced to life in prison without parole. Raheem's mother also told the judge, you need to give her the death penalty. Let's go to the courtroom for that footage.
The family asked the court to sterilize Sierra Harp to prevent any more children being born. We also asked for the highest punishment of life without parole.
Courtroom testimony unlike anything you've ever seen before. Adrena Thurman spent several minutes lecturing her daughter, Sierra Harp, at her sentencing hearing in Clayton County. Harp was just convicted of killing her boyfriend, Raheem Grant, an aspiring rapper and father of Harp's daughter.
Envious nature took control and you murdered Raheem for moving on without you. You repeatedly hurt the family, our family, and all the people who ever tried to help you.
Thurman says she tried to teach her daughter personal responsibility, but she never listened. Meanwhile, our cameras caught Harp mouthing profanity toward her mother, which we've blurred.
You reveled in disrespect, foolery, and ignorance. Wherever you went, chaos and trouble was sure to follow.
No regards whatsoever, you murdered and you snatched Angel's dad away from her.
One relative after the other.
I hope God don't have mercy on your soul, as you didn't have mercy on his.
Took the stand during this sentencing hearing for convicted murderer Sierra Harp.
So we're asking that the court impose the maximum punishment.
But recorded herself shooting Grant multiple times over several minutes in front of their daughter. Harp gave her mother the stink eye and mouthed a profanity, then called her a female dog after she lit into her. Thurman said Grant told her days before his murder he was improving his life and had new plans.
I know for a fact these plans did not include you.
She thinks that's why Harp murdered Grant. Grant's mother wanted the death penalty, but it wasn't on the table.
You showed no mercy for my son, Sierra, and I should ask the court to show no mercy for you.
I truly apologize, and I'm very sorry.
But that's not what she said when she recorded herself shooting Grant in his apartment in 2017. Grant told her she was going to jail for life.
I do not care if I go to jail for the rest of my life.
Grant's warning came true.
Count 10 voluntary manslaughter, be 20 years to serve.
Judge Robert Mack sentenced Harp to 125 years. Grant's mother was happy with the long sentence.
Tom, it still seems like I'm still in a dream, and I can't wake up.
Harp initially told police Grant beat her and she shot him in self-defense. Police uncovered the video on Grant's phone where he started recording and said Sierra stabbed him. You may recall Harp's mother spoke for the prosecution and gave her daughter a tongue lashing. An uncle testified the mother was part of Sierra's problem.
The relationship within the home was quite toxic.
Grant's mother says that's not true. She says Sierra's mother did what other mothers with children who commit crimes refuse to do.
You need to come up and you need to turn them in and you need to stand for what's right.
Listen, I don't feel like you should have picks and chooses when it comes to holding people accountable for their actions. But something tells me Sierra and her mother did not get along. And I know hate is a strong word, but clearly I think it's some hatred there. Raheem recorded her killing him. And before he died, he repeatedly told her she was gonna go to prison for the rest of her life. And still, she went through with it anyway. She was aware of her consequences. She knew what she was doing, but she didn't care. When her mother and her stepmother spoke against her in that courtroom, they didn't care neither. Let me say this right here. If you're in a relationship and you've outgrown the person that you with, I'm sure that they noticed that. I'm sure they noticed something different. I'm sure they could see the changes in you and y'all relationship. Too many people are getting killed after they tell the person that they're dating they're not happy and they want to move on. Listen, send them a text message, send them an email, pick up the phone, or don't say nothing at all. Just fall back from them. But you can't stay there. And listen, I know you've been taught the right thing to do is to give the person closure. But this is a different type of day that we living in. This is a different era. This is a different generation. Those old rules don't apply today. Listen, packing up and leaving while she at work, that might break her heart. But in time, she'll get over it. But her standing over you, shooting you 7 times while you recorded, I'd rather break her heart than experience that.